Hey guys, so in this video today I'm going to take you through how to set up your rota, how to build your rota, including adding users and adding shifts. So the first thing we'll want to do is go to RotaBuilder at the top nav bar, and then we're going to want to click on Create Rota. On this initial screen we are given various options to initially set up that rota. So that includes what type of rota it is, so whether it is a shift rota or an on-call rota. In this case we're going to build a shift rota. Rota view just determines what view you're actually going to build the rota in, whether it be a week view or a month view. As I'm going to build a rolling rota, I'm going to build it in a week view, so I'm going to build that first week and roll it out for the entirety of the rota. The next step is actually giving the rota a name, so in this case we can also add the country, the hospital, the specialty department, and in this case I'm going to change that. And we can also add the start date and the end date. Now for this particular rota, as I said, it's going to be a rolling rota, so we want to start it on a Monday, and then I'm going to select the end date for 6 months from now. The next option we have is leave requests by. We're simply going to state that this is 6 weeks. What this means is that when somebody is requesting leave, we basically stipulate that we want that request to come in 6 weeks prior to the date that they're requesting leave for. If you have selected a particular date for this, you will want to turn on that leave requires approval. And as I'm going to be a part of this rota, I'm going to keep add me as a member of the rota turned on as yes. The next step is just to simply create rota. On this next screen, we're presented with linked rotas, and what this enables you to do is actually link your rota with another specialty, or particularly with another tier group within your specialty. So whether that be linking the consultant grade to the registrars, registrars to the SHOs, or SHOs down to the foundation year rotas. It enables you to link those rotas together so that everyone has complete transparency as to who is working on any particular day, particularly if looking for who's on call, or who's working those long shifts, or who's working those night shifts. If you do want to search RotaPal for other rotas that you might want to link with, I would refine your search by using the hospital and department filter at the top of the screen. You can also search for particular rotas, and if you do want to share locum shifts across that, you can turn that on as yes. So that can be simply turn it on and click on the relevant rota. Okay, so we have done the initial setup. The next step is to go to the setup tab at the top of the screen. Setting up your rota requires a 5-step process. You've actually just completed step 1, which is the initial rota setup. The next step is looking at shift types. This screen allows you to input the various shift types which will be worked within your rota. In the screen you can name the shift, you can change the start time, the duration, assign an icon, even give it a color and a label as well. You can add in as many shifts as you'd like. For this example, I am going to add in an additional shift type. And after you've completed editing your shift types, there are 2 additional options at the end of the row. Warning if also on leave and show in on call today. So the warning if also on leave just basically means that you can determine certain shift types that you will want to show as a warning symbol if somebody, either yourself or your colleague, is on leave whilst also working one of those shifts. The show in on call today feature will isolate certain shifts that you select to show up in on call today for not only your colleagues but any linked rotas that you might have. This will share the name and the shift type as well as the contact details of that particular user. Then we want to save that. So back up to setup, the next stage is looking at shift requirements. So open up shift requirements, and what shift requirements does, it basically enables you to set certain shift requirements for any particular day and what shifts should be worked on that particular day. So I'm going to take a fairly basic example and say that there should be 2 day shifts, 1 night shift and 1 long shift. And then save those. We can now see that there are little warning symbols at the top of each day. This just represents the shift requirements that we've just stipulated, so we can clearly see there's no one currently working a day shift, a long shift or a night shift, but these little red warning symbols will be removed once we actually input the shifts to the rota. The next stage in the setup is leave requirements. Through the development of our Leave Manager Pro, Rota Leave Requirements is set up like a traffic light system. So as the text would suggest, when the warning number has been met for future leave requests, an amber warning message would be displayed for both users and admin. And when that maximum number has been met for future requests, a red warning message will be displayed for both users and admin. So let's take for example that we are allowed a maximum of 3 people off in this rota, but we would actually like to show a warning message after just 1. And once we're happy with that, just click Save. The final stage of setup is adding users. So go to setup, add users. So there are two ways that we can add users to a Rota. We can either add users via the RotaPal directory, so people who already have a RotaPal account, or we can invite new users to join RotaPal. So the first of those I'm just going to go through is the adding users via the directory. So if I click add users, and we're given a search bar to search the directory with. So if I just add one of my colleagues, David, just click his name, and we can actually add multiple users at this stage as well. So I can add in George, and we can see that there's two of those users in the bar now. So just to explain what those other elements to this screen mean, we have Rota role. So we have 4 different types of Rota role. There's a standard user, so that's just somebody who's got shifts on the Rota. There is a view only user, so that may be a secretary or administrative support. They just need to simply access who's maybe working or who's on call for that particular day. We have a locum user. That is somebody who's got short-term access to the Rota and the linked Rotas. And then we have an administrator. So for this particular Rota, I am the administrator, but I can also be on the Rota as well at the same time. So you could have multiple administrators. They don't have to necessarily be part of the Rota themselves, but you can edit that at a later stage as well. So the next two options we have is the re-invite not active user. So that may be somebody who's previously received an invite to join RotaPal, but hasn't accepted the invite. And then we also have add as a member of the Rota. So for instance, if I was adding administrator and I wanted them to be a part of the Rota, a bit like myself, I will just turn that on as well. But for this one, I'm just going to have 2 standard users. So now we can see that both George and David have been added to the Rota user overview screen. The next element I'm just going to show you is the invite user. So here we're presented with 2 options. We can either invite a user by filling in their name and their email address and just simply clicking invite. Or maybe it is that you're actually inviting up to 10 colleagues and you'd rather do that by an Excel sheet. So what you can do is you can actually download the sample Excel. And if I just drag that into the screen and open that up wider, you'll see I've been presented with the name, the surname, and the email. But this way, by doing it by Excel, I can just fill in multiple users at the exact same time. So once you finish putting in their names and their email addresses, just click Save. We then go back to the RotaPal window and click Choose File, and select the template you want to upload. And then just click Invite with Excel. So now we can see not only have George and David joined the Rota user overview screen, but also Sarah and Tessa have. So we can now close that window off. As you can see, if I just slightly scroll down, we can see that Sarah and Tessa's name remain in red. That just allows us to track whether they have accepted their invite to join RotaPal, and once they have, their names will change to black. We've now completed the initial setup of your Rota. All we need to do now is add the shifts. Okay, so it's now time to add shifts to our Rota, and as you can see we have the days along the top, we have our users down the left hand side, and all we need to do is to click on each of these little boxes associated to each user on each day. So I'm going to start off by filling this in. So the shift pattern you choose is entirely up to you. I've just gone, as I said, for the 2 days and 1 long and 1 night per day, apart from the weekends where we'll just have 1 long and 1 night. And once we're happy with those shifts, all we need to do is click Save Shifts at the bottom. As you can see, these have now changed from that teal colour and they have now been inputted as official shifts into the Rota. If we want to make a change to any of the shifts, all we need to do is simply click on those shifts. You're presented with the option of what that shift is. We can either edit that shift, and whether that is, again, it could be that you're transferring it to another user, or indeed moving it over maybe to a locum user. All you need to do is click and select. I'm going to update that shift. For this one, we're not going to do anything to it. So now that we've completed that first week view, so from the Monday to the Sunday, what I want to do with this Rota now is to roll that out for the entirety of the actual Rota. So we have stipulated our start date and our end date. This is our start date, the 31st of May, and our end date is the 28th of November, 6 months from now. And all I'm going to do now is go to Setup, and you'll now see that we're presented with 2 more options. So that is either rollout or repeat. And as this is a weekly rolling Rota, I am going to click rollout. And as you can now see from the left hand side, we've got a counter of how many shifts that each individual is working, and that has then evened out over the course of the 6 months. So to check that it's rolling, all I need to do is simply go from 1 week to the next. And once I'm happy with how that rota looks, all I need to simply do now is click publish. Once I publish the rota, each of the users will receive a notification by email and push notification if they have the app, and the rota then becomes live and can be accessible in the calendar.